Welcome back to week 7 of the Game Dev Diary. This is Noah Judson, and I'm making this game. Hold on, I actually have some controls over my screen, so I have to move it out of the way a little bit. Okay. So, yeah, I just finished the end of week 7. I thought today was Friday, but it turned out it was Saturday. I lose track of the days making this game, I guess. I go to sleep thinking about it. I wake up thinking about it, and the days just seem to merge, I guess, and I lose them. Um, so you can see some colors, some new backgrounds. I don't remember if there were any backgrounds last time. I think there probably were. But now I just finished uploading 165 new backgrounds. Some of them even animate, so if we're lucky, we'll get to see one of those. I'm just playing with a lot of different styles, trying to figure out what feels right. That big circle that comes up, whenever you upgrade, that happens, and all the little enemies get pushed back, and some of them get damaged, depending on how close they are to you. So that was one of the big complaints was people don't know when they have leveled up, so I added that. Let's see. Whenever I talk and play this game, I end up choosing almost random things because I don't think about my strategy. But hopefully it works out. Hopefully I get to at least the second boss. I did a little test run earlier today, and doing that caused some massive slowdown. So at the same time, I'm profiling the game to figure out what is causing the slowdown. I think it might be the backgrounds. It basically put all the backgrounds into one texture, one giant texture. So I think as it goes through more and more of them, it just kind of, the memory creeps up or something. I have no idea. So anyway, yeah, you can see the GUI has been updated a little bit when I'm playing. See, you have upgrades, mines, wave, level, this is your experience, got rid of a bunch of extra stuff. The bottom bar is a little, watch when I get hit on the bottom bar. There, we have some, it's easier to see how much you're getting hit for, something like that. See, that blast took out that guy. And that blast, when it goes out, there's two colors in that circle. Shots Grow is a new one. And that's something I want to do going forward. I thought I was going to be able to get that in for the video, but apparently not because I'm a day behind. But More Grace is a new one too. That one makes it so every frame you have a chance of not colliding it with an enemy if you are colliding with an enemy. So it's like you can zip around through enemies if you get enough grace. But I actually really prefer bombs. I split the key, the energy that you have stored, into white and black separately. And that's working out pretty good. Let's see what else is new. Oh yeah, this. Whoop! Now it's a twin stick shooter. Still trying to figure out if I want to keep it this way. It does help with some enemies, especially ones that chase you. It kind of takes away some of the purpose of the mine, but it might not entirely be a bad thing. So I'm playing around with it. It's hard to do everything at the same time. To move, absorb, shoot, change color. But I think it can be done. Let's see. I guess we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. I've been looking up music for the game too, trying to play. Besides different backgrounds I'm playing with different music and stuff. Still zero sound effects in the game, zero music at all. but I've just been listening to a lot of music to try to figure out what works. The what you can hear in the background is actually one of the ones I'm kind of thinking about. I just like this music. It probably won't get into the game. It's a little bit too like down, I think. I don't know how to describe it, but it's got like an energy that it's like from Sweden or something. So, you know, they're depressed and thinking about the long dark winter, and that's kind of what this music feels like, I think. So, it probably wouldn't do that great. Hey, look, we got one of the animated backgrounds. So yeah, I spent a while looking up like on DeviantArt, Pinterest, just DuckDuckGo images of different kind of trippy fractal flower, um, sacred geometry kind of stuff. That's where I'm at so far with the design. Because playing it a lot, you kind of fall into a trance-like state, kind of like you're in a dream, and this big guy kind of like takes you to different places. I think that could possibly work out. Uh, Everything is subject to change, of course. Let's see. Resist poison. You slaughtered X lives. I'm gonna. Uh, it should say bugs. Um, I guess they're not all bugs though. Some of them are birds, and there's a new enemy. I'll show you when he gets here. Some of the backgrounds have just a little bit of a weird vibe to them, and if I do go this route with these kind of backgrounds, um, I would make it so that in the beginning it's mostly like flowers and like what Dragonfly would normally go through, and as you get further and further, it gets more abstract or more epic and things like that. Um, but right now it's just a grab, whatever. So my friend came by and play tested the game. He's pretty experienced gamer, so he had pretty good advice. Um, but besides his advice, like the moving it to twin stick, um, was actually not advice, but it was. I told him the story of Moth Mind and how I saw this guy in my yard. How it's a moth with this weird, proby, hairy head. And he's like, dude, that's not a moth. That's not its sexual organ. It probably had a parasite. And thinking about it, I think he's right. So this is a moth with a parasite. And that's probably why it let me get so close to it too, because it was like, hey, eat me, I want to become a parasite in you. So I think it still works out. I'm gonna keep him in the game. I think it's funny that my moth mind ended up being a moth with a parasite, but it doesn't matter. That's still a boss. Maybe parasite could be like the main antagonist or something. I don't know. Just spitballing. So Mothmind, he was the first boss, and he's actually turned into the easiest boss now. His his attacks are the simplest, the weakest hitting, um, and so I might have to make him harder at some point. The guy who came by and play tested, he actually was able to defeat one of the bosses, I think on his second or third try. So that was pretty good. Uh, it was Queen Bee, I think, and she's fairly tough on her own, so I don't know. Maybe I'll have to make everything harder. Probably not, though. Let's see. Yeah, let's go wave shots unsynchronized. That's new. So some of these are one-time uses, like the wave shots unsynchronized. That mechanic is new. I got a lot of ideas for one-time upgrades. Um, Currently, there are over 50 upgrades in the game now, too. So Since each one stacks exponentially, it just makes for an almost infinite different styles to play through. Let's see. I have quite a bit of upgrades. I like the growing. Growing is making things very big, especially like show damage per second. It's a one-time use. Turn speed up. Have I gotten that yet? I don't remember. But we'll go with lightning in case we see the B for the next boss. Alright. I thought I defeated Mothmind. I don't know. Getting ahead of myself. Let's see. Mothmind hasn't changed much at all since I first made him. Uh, you can see I put little marks on the 1/3 and 2/3 line of the boss. That's when their attacks start changing. These darn mosquitoes. No, don't kill me. Like I said, this game gets intense. It's hard to talk sometimes. I don't want to embarrass myself dying on the first boss again. What was that, last week? So this guy will be dead soon. There he goes. Alright. I like backgrounds like this. Those kind of cool. Where it's kind of like a drawing or a painting. Oh, that's the new boss. So that's a fish that comes up, closes his mouth, and goes back in the water. And if he has a bug in his mouth, like you get eaten. So yeah, new boss. I think I'm gonna have some fish guy give you the water, the wave ability. Whoops. He sneaks up on you. When he jumps out of the water, he's targeting either you or one of the other bugs. So sometimes he can get you. Hopefully, alright, when two fish come, I had a bug where the fish were eating each other. I want to see if my fix works without breaking the game. That would be embarrassing if the game just crashed during this video. There was a lot of math to do that guy too. Because I had to do like a, see, he swallowed that fish. That bug. Do a lot of math to figure out how he has like a parabolic motion up and down back into the water, and making sure it's like mathematically right and physics right and feels right, timed right. Yeah, that was some fun math. I love all the math in this game. It's like my favorite when I have to figure out some math to do something. Uh-oh, he's gonna eat me. That was pretty good. I got attacked by an ant, I was stunned, I couldn't move, and then the fish got me. It's perfect. Alright, there's the water bug. Put him in recently. I think he was in last week though. Okay, phew. Those guys were kinda getting me. One of the other things sorry, I begin saying a lot of things and never finish a lot of them. One of the things I want to do is make all the shots rotate between complementary colors, um, like smoothly. So instead of just white and black, I think I might have shots be like all colors of the rainbow actually, and it slowly just adjusts. And so one might be like blue and one might be yellow, and those are on opposite sides of the color wheel, so they're complementary. So it shouldn't look so bad. But that should add a lot more color and pop and zest to the game. Um, Whether it'll stay like that, who knows? That might just be like a power-up, super-powered thing too. A lot of people say that it'd be good to differentiate between your shots and enemy shots. I have an idea for that too. See the little dot that's inside of the shots? Like the white shots of a black dot and the black shots of a white dot? Instead of that, which was supposed to be a reference to like the yin yang, how the black has a white dot and the white has a black dot in it, and it's just kind of a never-ending spiral like a lot of the backgrounds. Um, what I might do instead is my shots will be white with, say, a blue inside, and my black shots will be black with a blue inside, and enemy shots will be white and black too, but they'll have a different color inside, like yellow. And so it's like, shoot the blue, avoid the yellow, and that might change. Who knows? Um, let's see, what else is new this week? Quite a lot of changes this week. Lots of little bugs on the screen and in the game, and bugs I had to fix, bugs I had to make. The fish is the only new enemy this week. But I do want to get some more enemies for about um, after the second boss and on, just because I didn't kill that butterfly. Um, just because it gets too much of just birds and water roaches at that point, and fish. Um, so definitely a lot of bugs need to go in. I just have a hard time coming up with new attack patterns, kind of. I mean, I'm just waiting for it. If I sat down and actually tried, I bet I could come up with them pretty easily. Alright, I'm going to put some shatter on the screen. Oh, there is a hard mode that I made for the game where you have to match the color. You have to get the opposite color. Well, I always shoot the enemy with the opposite color. If you shoot them with the same color, they heal. In hard mode, like the game Ikaruga, they will shoot back the opposite color at you if you get the color wrong. So, I should have done more damage on that last one. So that makes the game actually incredibly difficult, and I'll probably do that for hard mode. It's not on currently because I can barely beat a single boss with that on. Ooh, this is a cool background. I like that. I have an artist working on some designs, so I'm excited to see what she makes. Yeah. Another guy said I should try Fiverr. Just send out to a whole bunch of. Um, Basically, at this point, I just want ideas before I start investing in one design philosophy. I'm just exploring ideas at this point still. Oh, he swallowed that fish. I mean, that spider. So when he swallows them, you don't get all the experience either. You get some of it, so you kind of don't want to let that fish take your kills. These golden beetles. Hard to kill, but so worth it. Let's see, that would probably be good. The guy who came and playtested kept trying that out too and learned the hard way that that is very bad to do. It makes the game so fast and it's easy, easy to die. Well, it looks like my code didn't work. Fish still swallow each other. One of my grievances with Game Maker Studio, which is this engine, is that the documentation is okay, but parts of it are missing entirely. And some things I just can't figure out very easily. Like, how do I tell what type of object an instance is? Like, when that fish is swallowing, I know the code knows it's swallowing shootable enemies, which is what I call them, but it doesn't know what type of shootable enemy. And so if I try things like, is it an O fish? It just can't figure out how to do that. Can't figure out the best way to put 200 backgrounds in the game either without overloading the texture map thingy. I'm profiling my game too because around this time, last time I played it, it started slowing down a lot. I'm hoping that the first 100 textures I put in for the background, they just go in the default texture map, and I'm trying something with the others where they each have their own texture map to see if that improves it. I really don't know what's going on there, to be honest. Something about swapping textures between the GPU or something. You don't want too many. Darn, I think that bird got away. Also, the birds can catch the fish and kill them. And, I don't know, I thought that was pretty funny and cool. I like it when it happens. More grace. So sometimes you might see me travel through enemies a little bit. Not always. You really need like 3 grace in order to consistently get through enemies. I think I would like a little bit of tracking. This background works alright. Some backgrounds it's very easy to see what's going on, and some backgrounds it's very difficult. I just want these shots. Got that one twice. So my shots are slowing the enemies down quite a lot now, which is nice. Make sure I don't leave any. If you leave an enemy, if you don't pick up his power, if you don't kill him, you lose that experience. And the waves keep moving on, so you can fall behind if you don't kill every enemy you see. I think I missed a butterfly. Shots are so big because of that grow. Alright, focus on this guy first. Okay. Jeez, I just want to kill fish. Stupid bugs are bothering me. I also think I need some penetration on my shots. Hit that guy multiple times. A lot of shots on the screen. Absorb. Absorb. Partially because... Oh, next time I see that fish, he's gonna get lit up. Dang it, missed him. Got him. I think I need to make it so my special attack, that when I use my stored energy, I gotta make that more noticeable, because I don't know if you can see it. I can barely see it. I just know it's happening because I'm pushing the button for it, and then I see enemies die. Come on. Got him. Ouch. The spider got me. Not very well, though. My health is staying up pretty well. Yikes. These water roaches could get me, though. They're pretty strong. Maybe I should just absorb their shots. There, I'm full health. Whoops. Sorry, I hit a break in the code. It looks like bird is colliding with a fish? That don't make sense. Oh, see? That bird has a fish. That made it look like my code can preemptively tell what's happening, but that's not what was going on. I think they collided off screen. These darn... Get 'em! I have 4 upgrades. Better rate of fire. I guess I'll get some mosquitoes. More damage. This is one of the best new one-time uses. So I want to make this extra rare. Or maybe not. But basically it's one-time use, but it doubles all of your shots that you have. So if you use it in the beginning, it's not very good. But if you save it until the end, it makes you super powered. So now I'm kind of super powered. I should be able to handle these things a lot better. Ooh, a flower of life during the queen bee. That's kind of cool. So the queen bee kind of makes the flower of life a little bit when it shoots, because it shoots 6 shots that splinter into like 6 shots that splinter into 6 shots. Queen bee is healing. I'm going to prevent that. That's kind of the flower of life. A little bit. But that's just the, what I call the regular hex shatter. Ouch. Not the fine hex shatter. Probably like, what is he talking about? Well, yeah. Oh, that's the fine one you just saw. That's it. Alright, so he's healing. This attack, the wave of honey that drips from the screen, kill you so fast, and it powers you up so much. It might need a little balancing. So far pretty good. When I played this last time, it was significant slowdown during the second boss, so maybe the texture thing that I did helped. I don't know. Like I said, I'm profiling it, and I'll take a look at it after I'm done with this video to see. Oh, see what the game is spending the most time on. It's usually projectiles because I put like 14,000 projectiles in the screen, and it has to every single frame 60 times a second check to see if they're colliding with anything 14,000 times 60 times a second, and it has to do the tracking and lightning for each shot. If there's tracking involved, it actually becomes pretty intense because it has to look at all the enemies, figure out which one is closest, figure out how to track toward it. So if there's, like I said, 2,000 shots on the screen, and yeah, 14,000 was an exaggeration. I don't think it gets up there without already being significantly slowed down. But 2,000 it definitely slows down, and yeah, it's trying to do that 2,000 times 2,000 times 60 times per second, which is 120,000 times a second. Computers are so freaking fast. Let's show DPS just for fun. See how much damage I'm doing. 6,000 damage a second. 10,000 damage a second. Yeah, I took care of that bird that time. There's my tiny little mosquito friend. He's helping me out so much. Homing. I think that would help, actually. I would kind of like to get 2 of those. Even though it makes things weaker, more of my shots will hit now. And my mines will drift toward enemies. I kept the mines have a little bit of tracking in them as well. It's easy because they're of type projectile, just like the shots, and so whatever the shots have, the mines have, unless I disable it. Oh, look at all that energy. Too bad I don't need it. So, oh no. Still running well. This is good. I'm at, how many? 60 frames a second right now. 70. I don't cap the frames, so 60 is what is what it should always feel like. But it can run faster. It just slows itself down just a little bit. So it always feels like 60. There's a lot of optimizations I'm going to have to do this game if I want it to work on mobile or probably even Switch. More homing, more damage. Let's make bad decisions. So tell me what you think of the backgrounds and whatnot. What backgrounds do you like? What are your favorites? Which ones work well? Can you even tell stuff is happening? Or does it just look like diarrhea Christmas lights, as some people say? Oh no! Ants got me. I thought that the water bugs were gonna eat me. Chain lightning would be very good. I might make it to the 3rd boss. But I think actually, before I even make it to the 3rd boss, it's gonna start spawning bosses as regular enemies. And last time that happened, the game broke. So this is essentially where the balance of the game ends. Shortly after this, and I need to come up with new and improved enemies after this point that are tougher and take more hits, and it's not just the same thing repeating. Like these birds, maybe, and the fish. That bird got 2 fish, which is good for me. I made it so that when the bird gets the fish, you get like 1.618 times the experience, the golden ratio, just for fun. I keep putting that in the game. Starting to see some slowdown now. We are at 25 frames a second when I just looked. So if it gets too bad, I'll just end the game. Because it's literally unplayable. I'm sorry I misused the word literally. It's not literally unplayable. Not until it's literally unplayable. My hypothesis about the word literally is everybody forgot how to use it and they just started substituting it for the F word. Like, it is effing unplayable. Because it's not literally unplayable. It's only literally unplayable if unplayable meant something that you don't want it to mean and you want it to mean actually unplayable. But instead, people just like to say the word literally to stress their point, even if they don't mean literally. Pet peeve of mine, I'm sorry. Yeah, but the game is getting slowed down a lot now. I'm actually gonna start reprofiling it now, hold on. Projectile step, 20% of the code time is just doing a moving projectiles. Stop profiling, start profiling. Okay. So since it's really slow now, I just want to pay attention to this part. So I just cleared what it was profiling. Projectile step for sure. I took off the little thing that says how many projectiles are on the screen, but it seems like there's less right now than I've had before. Oh, I looked away and got swallowed by a fish. Alright, how about this? I'll get the wave 78 and then I'll call it good. I'm on 75 right now. I have to figure out like what the end of the game is gonna be. Is it just gonna throw enemies at you until you die? Do I need to come up with a extremely difficult boss at like wave 100 or something? Thought those mosquitoes were enemies. I'm up past 1,000,000. That's pretty good. 1,000,000 points. aka experience. Score and experience is the same thing. Let's see, what else can I talk about? What else did I do? I'll take a look at my notes. Yeah, I got the explosion. I can't look at my notes while I'm doing this. What am I thinking? These butterflies actually do cause slowdown just on their own because they create so many shots. I wish that there was a white butterfly that would come by and give me some of her power. Because I don't have any stored energy for it. Here we go, penetration. So everything should get hit multiple times now. Die a lot faster. You don't want to get penetration before you're very strong. Because then it's very hard to kill the little enemies. But look at that growing mine. It's probably going to have huge shots. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Good. I thought there was a bug with shots coming out of a grown mine. The shots were giant size because the shots were growing too at the same time, but I don't want them to grow until they come out of the mine. And that's because of the new upgrade I put in, shots grow. I think I want to have a like a tree or something. Um, Pine cone? I don't know. Pine cones are cool. Because they have the golden ratio. Because I want the tree or plant life of some sort to provide you the power up ability grow. And I think a tree could have some really cool shot effects. I'm thinking like chrysanthemum. I don't know how to say it. That like the coolest firework effect. I want that to be one of the shot effects that comes out of this tree. Maybe, we'll see. I just have a lot of ideas. At any given point, I don't know what I'm going to work on next, but I get inspired and then I work on that, whatever I'm inspired by. That seems to work well for me because it makes working on my game fun because I only work on what I'm inspired to work on. And if I'm uninspired, that's okay too, because I have a backlog of pages and pages and pages of ideas and things I want to do. But when I'm inspired, I also get my work done a lot faster. So as much as I can, I want to work inspired. So, I don't know. I guess this is the end of it. For some reason, they're not killing me, so I will go die. I'll let this spider eat me. Look at my health bar at the bottom. You see the it going down. I guess it's just recovering too much. I need to work on some balancing. Alright, spider, shoot me, poison me. For some reason, everything I keep wanting to get killed by dies. Got me. There. That's the end. I hope you enjoyed it. That's the end of 7 weeks. I think at the end of 4 or 5 I said I want to release the game in a month. So that would mean that the week of 8 or 9 I should be ready for release. It doesn't feel like I'm going to hit that, but we'll see. Thanks for watching.